Okay, one more time. I'm on my phone now. I'm gonna see if it works any better on my phone. So I just don't know how to get to my comments on my phone. Oh, right there. Comments, all chats are visible. Okay. All right. I am giving up. All right, I'm trying on my phone using cellular now instead of Wi-Fi. So let's see if this works better. Though it looks like my camera's still on my computer. I don't like that. There we go. Okay, here we go again. Hopefully this is a little bit better. I should try and join it on my computer. See if I can join my own chat. All right. Oh yeah, I'm joined my own chat. Oh yeah, I've joined my own chat. Oh, but I don't want volume. Let me turn off the volume. Oh, but I don't want. There. Okay. So we'll try and do it with cellular, and then I don't have to worry about this terrible, terrible Wi-Fi in my complex. All right, so I do apologize. This is definitely a learning experience. Which way is my phone? I just want to make sure I'm talking towards my camera. Okay. Anyways, back to the channel so you can hear me and see me. Okay, that's good. So back to starting the channel. Again, the next time I hope to have something better where I can do the screen sharing and show you some of the documents that I use to plan my channel. But I definitely think if you want to start a channel, that you should be planning on what kind of video library can you build. Because when you start a YouTube channel, the way that people are going to find you is through search. So it's really, really, really hard to start a vlogging channel. I mean, it can be done, but unless you've got some amazing story, it's pretty hard, and I think even harder for the over 50 genre. So I think your best bet is to start a library on your channel of videos that people can search for and topics that people can search for. So, okay, it's a little bit better. I've got a few people on, and everything sounding good, I'm hoping this time. I'm looking over my chat. So, okay. Looks like everything's good. All right, I obviously just cannot use my Wi-Fi in this condo because it's terrible. So, does anyone have any questions on starting a YouTube channel? Because if you do, oh, good. Oh, nice. All right, everybody's coming on. I'm getting all these comments popping up now. All right, that's great. Okay, so again, I did what do I call it? I did an interview with Erica Vieira on her YouTube channel on like how I got started on YouTube. And I definitely used a couple of different coaches when I got started. I don't think you need to use a YouTube coach when you're getting started. There's so much free stuff out on YouTube. If you did take a course or boot camp or something like that, it does put everything together at once. It is focused. I mean, so you're not looking, okay, I finished this video, now let me find another video to watch. It definitely keeps all of the information together, and you have an order to work through your course. But I think you can start free. I don't think you necessarily need to start with a course, especially if you're not even sure how committed you are to starting your YouTube channel. But again, when I started my channel, I was thinking in my head, oh, I'm a photographer, I know about lighting, and I know how to get a pretty picture. And I mean, mine aren't as horrible. The lighting was okay, but it was still pretty funny to watch my beginning YouTube channel. So yeah, so Mel is a very, very good friend of mine here on YouTube, and so we both have been working on our channels a long time together. So, but when I first started and I started working my content, I was very uncomfortable talking, and I didn't smile at all. Not that I smile all that much now, but I really didn't smile. I was very uncomfortable talking, and a friend said, "Why don't you just do a vlog a day? A vlog a day." And so this was about my 3rd month of my YouTube channel, and I decided I was just going to, film something every day. He was like, it doesn't matter if it's good or not, you just want to get comfortable in front of the camera. And if you ever watch Think Media, and Sean Cannell talks about when he started his YouTube channel, and he's sitting here like this, and he's like, I'm not going to be very interesting. I don't think I need to be interesting. That was kind of my vlog of the day. It really was not very interesting. In fact, I might have deleted all of it. I know I've deleted most of those videos at that time. But it did help me speak in front of the camera, but I don't think it really, I just put it for 2 or 3 minutes a day, and I don't really know if that was what really helped. I think just experience. It really is just time that gets you more comfortable in front of the camera. So if you think, that you're going to wait to get started because you're uncomfortable, just start, because the only way to get really comfortable in front of the camera is to actually be in front of the camera and watch yourself back. I know it's horrifying in the beginning. It really is horrifying in the beginning, but you have to do it. And that's how you kind of learn to get better. And I actually think I smile a lot more now in the last year than the first year and a half. I used to tell my YouTube friends, well, you're so good, you smile when you talk. I just can't smile when I talk. And it does come with experience. And a lot of things that you do and say, if you never watch yourself back, you never recognize it. Like I say so a lot, or definitely, and and all of those things that you try and cut out of your videos, and they make them really jumpy. But the more you watch yourself back, the more you think about these things and can see how distracting they are. When I get comments and they're like, your video is too jumpy, or you're blinking too much, or you have a lisp. I mean, I get all these comments, critical comments, and I usually delete them. But when I do notice these things, it does help you think about it before you're filming. And again, I do think with practice, you can kind of eliminate a lot of those things. The problem is when I'm thinking too hard, I speak too slow, and then the video drags out. So, but it is definitely something, there's my definitely, it is definitely something that does get easier with experience. I'm gonna go peek at these comments and see what people are saying. Techie stuff stresses me out. Yeah, and that's the difference coming from a photography background. The technical stuff was a lot easier for me than for a lot of people. Sitting in a chair, talking about topics that you're passionate about. Yes, I definitely agree. If you're passionate about it, you have a lot more to say. Mel says a lot, and really, yeah, there's always those tics. I call them tics. And when you get started, of course, you don't need anything fancy. Like right here, I'm finding my phone is better than my brand new Apple M1 16-inch fancy schmancy computer that can't handle doing this video, and my iPhone 12 is doing a much better job. And then usually, I don't have it plugged in now, but usually I just have this like really cheap microphone when I'm doing my stories or anything on my iPhone that I plug in. And then I have this really great stand. I am going to show you this stand, and then I'll put the link down below. But I have this stand. Can I flip it around? Oh yeah, I can flip it around. I have this little stand right here that I use to hold my iPhone, so it's upright when I'm doing stories, and now I have it vertical. It doesn't extend. I have seen some that can extend, but I can move it higher and lower. But I like that. Go back. I really like the stand because when I'm sitting in a chair, it's the right height. So, and it's yeah, it's nice and sturdy, and I really enjoy using it. Somebody put there, love the tripod for the iPhone. Yeah, and I have tried tripods before, and they really help if you're going to do something like fashion or anything where you need to move it around. See, I'm going to try not to say definitely through this whole video, where you can move it around and back it up and things like that. This one is the one I have on my desk, and when I am filming my YouTube videos, this actually acts as my back screen of my camera. It talks to my camera, so it's showing me a live view of what I have on the camera right in front of me. So a lot of times I'll be looking down when I'm talking on when I'm talking to my YouTube. My camera's up here and my phone is right here, and so I'm talking to my phone instead because I'm watching myself back. Phone and DSLR, yes. So does the Tropic go higher up? Tripod. Yeah, a tripod you can put as high or low as you want, which makes it really, really nice. But this one is nice and sturdy here. And then the iPhone or your cell phones, I think, do a much better job with color than a lot of cameras. And in fact, I'm going to go help my friend Catherine. She's in Chattanooga, which is about 6 hours from where I am in Florida. And I'm going to go up tomorrow and kind of help her adjust her phone. She got a new backdrop and it's messing up her auto balance. And so her videos are coming out very yellow. Excuse me. And it's usually a fairly simple camera setting, but and it's a different setting on everybody's camera. So I'm going to go up there and see if we can help her with her color. But I think a phone actually is easier to get good color than a camera. A lot of times a camera, if you just put it on auto, if the sun moves, all of a sudden you're green, and then you're blue, and then you're yellow. I mean, your color moves with the sun. Also, another thing, if you're getting started, again, just use your iPhone, use an inexpensive microphone, and a ring light. I recommend an 18-inch ring light. Get the biggest ring light possible and the brightest. And when you're looking at a ring light, in the description, and if I could share the screen, I would get on Amazon and I would show you where you can check the brightness levels. But they usually talk about brightness in lumens or lux. Lumens. I'll type it in the notes. Lumens or lux. Okay, so they usually talk about it in lumens or lux, and some ring lights are like 85 lux or 85 lumens, and then some ring lights are 150 lumens. So you always want the bigger is better in lumens because it is definitely brighter and gives you the best lighting. When I go to my window and I measure the lumens in front of my window in natural light, it's about 7,000 lux. So 7 to 12,000 in natural light. So you can see that a ring light still is very small light. It's only lighting up here, whereas, a window or, a larger light source can light up the whole room. But to get started, that's all you need. And so you can do the ring light and a microphone and a simple stand for less than $150. So that's all the equipment I think you need to get started. Oh, there's Kat. I just talked about you, Kat. I was saying how I was coming up to visit you. Anyways, does anyone have any questions for me before I go on and just talk about, again, the next phase, what I am going to be doing this week to keep moving forward on my YouTube channel? So I decided to do this last night. I decided I was going to go live last night because I've been thinking about this new channel for about 6 weeks, like actually chose the topic. This is the channel I'm going to do, how to get started on YouTube. I started making a list of potential videos, and then 6 weeks later, I feel like I haven't gotten any farther in my journey. So I thought if I did some live videos, then it will keep me moving, because a lot of it starts with research and a lot of it starts with research. So the first thing that I do is I research all the other channels, every channel that I can think of that has is talking about my topic with the same demographic. So when I was doing an over 50 beauty channel, I have a long list of beauty channels that are mature beauty channels. And surprisingly, it was really hard to find the mature beauty channels. I mean, for as many as there are out there of us, it's really hard to find. When you just put mature beauty channels in the search bar and YouTube, the same ones show up over and over and over again. And so I really dug deep. I started looking at the comments, and if it looked like a commenter had a channel, I would click on their channel and see, what type of channel they were. And I would write down every channel, and then I would create a link. And that is something, if you're not technically inclined, and since I can't share my screen, I am going to put notes on that, something to talk about. But I will link every channel. Write that down. I will link every channel, and it's just a column in my spreadsheet, so that I can go back and just click each channel, that I don't have to copy, paste, search. I can just click each channel, and it's going to open up their YouTube page. So I do that, and it took me a while. I spent some time just finding every channel and kind of looking at more than one video, because sometimes one video you're like, oh, this is a beauty channel, but then when you really get to it, and like, okay, it's less beauty or less YouTube and more generic. It could be more wellness, and I really was just concentrating on beauty channels. So I looked at their video history to see if it really was the genre that I wanted, and then I kept a list. Yes, and then you also want to search your channel names. So when this YT Simplified, somebody had the Gmail account. I tried to make, ytsimplified@gmail.com, and it was already in use. But I did search YouTube, and YouTube will allow you to have the same channel name as someone else. And there might even be another Lisa Monique. Well, I know there are other Lisa Moniques. I don't think there's another Lisa Monique Beauty. But you do want to just get in the search bar and look. And, I wonder if I can do, this will be really hard. I'm not even going to try. I was going to say, I wonder if I can turn my phone to my screen and show you how to do this. I'm going to see what happens. All right, let's see. Will this work? Oh, wait. That doesn't work. Can you see my channel? Well, when you are searching, let's see. This is so, not sure if this is going to work. I really wanted to figure out how to screen save. So when you're searching, and up here, I put in Lisa Monique Beauty. Then right underneath, it says filters. And if I click on the filters, I can choose channel. right here, it says channel. And then my search results will only be the channels for whatever I typed up here. And that's interesting. You can see I typed in Lisa Monique Beauty, and look at all these channels that have nothing with Lisa Monique in them, but they, look, there's an, but they have mentioned me in my video. So I must be in, I'm in their description box or something like that. So that's why they pulled up. But you can filter by channels to double check your names, which is really important to do because you don't want it to be confusing with somebody else. Okay. All right, good. I'm glad people could see that. Yeah, so that's one area to do the research. And then I think even when you're on that filtered screen, you can filter by current upload date. You could filter just by video so you don't get channels, because sometimes you're looking for a topic and then they'll list channels in your search results and you just really want videos with that, content. And so you can do filter it by all kinds of things. So that's a really neat area, I think, to start your research. Yeah, some people do put your names in the tags. Mousy from Spice Girls. That's funny. All right. Oh yeah, well go back and list me, Kat. You can put me in the description. But anyway, so you want to check your channel, and then again, you want to do your research and see how well are there channels that are doing well. They say you want to niche down, which is true. I mean, if you watch any videos, they're like niche down, niche down, niche down, but you still want to be in a popular enough genre that people are looking for that topic. So you can be too niched down. So let's say you're doing dog training and you have a very specific breed, but it's not a real, it's a rare dog. Well, let's not do a rare dog because there might not be any channels on it. But sometimes if you get too specific, it's still better to have a dog channel, and then you can have certain videos on your very specific breed, but you still want to initially kind of start at that dog channel till you see where you're going to fit. Because sometimes, I'll even get my sister, because I don't know if she's still on here, but her Befriend in 10 is a self-development, self-help channel, but her most popular videos, because I recommended them out, the most popular ones, but her most popular videos were on organization. So just knowing that information, I mean, her channel could shift on more how to, stay organized when, your life is so busy. I mean, that's honestly what I would recommend for her channel, but, or having it a strong focus of her channel. But, if you get too niche down to start, there's kind of no room to really see, what's really popular on your channel. So you definitely want to pick, there's that definitely word again, you want to pick your topic, and you want to research it, make sure there is an audience for it. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure there's an audience for it. That's why vlogging is so hard to do, because unless somebody knows you specifically or is talking about you specifically, there may not be a huge audience for Lisa the vlogger. It took me 3 years to get an audience for Lisa Monique Beauty, but Lisa the vlogger, I think I had like 5 views when I started, and I did that 30-day vlog. Yeah, I think I got like 5 or 7 views each day on my channel. Nobody cared about Lisa the vlogger. So Oh yeah, older videos do better than newer ones. Yeah, here's something interesting too, and here's also why I say you want to build a video library. And Pretty Over 50, Kimberly from Pretty Over 50, we started our channels at the same time. We became good friends early on within the first couple of months of our channels. She went viral and her channel blew up right around the 11-month point. So, and what I noticed about her channel, and that's what I totally have changed my channel in the last year, trying to do what I noticed about her channel, was her video library. And if you ever see any of our collaboration videos, I always talk, hey Ange, my sister's here. I always talk about the video library. I think the video library is the most important thing that a YouTuber can do. And Kimberly had a blog for 5 years before she started her channel. So she knew what topics she wanted to cover before she started her channel. And so even though she added some, different things, because it's fun to add, spur of the moment videos, but from the get-go, her channel had really good content that didn't expire. It wasn't always like, here's the latest and greatest foundation, here's the newest release, here's the newest movie, it had information on skincare and hair care and products that she, loves to use, and the ingredients and why they were important. So 6 months later, those videos were still relevant. And that's what you want to do, is you want 50% of your content to be relevant 6 months later. Because then if you ever get a video that gets pushed out by YouTube, you have a library for those people to fall back on, and so that they can watch more of your videos. All right, let me take a look and see. Lockdown. Okay. YouTube recommend 9-year-old videos on cooking. Yes. Oh, wow, the person is no longer around. Yeah, so YouTube will definitely recommend the old videos. So when I finally had my viral video in October, my videos from the previous May all started getting a lot of views, and they went over 100,000 views, went over 200,000 views, 4, 5, 6 months later. So you want your content, when you're thinking about it, you need to think, okay, I'm going to go back to beauty because that's what I do. Here's all my newest, latest, and greatest beauty products, but I need some tutorials also, because 6 months from now, people aren't going to care that Lisa Eldridge came out with a new foundation. Well, when did she come out with a new foundation? Last fall? So people don't care that she had a new foundation that was released last September. That's kind of old news. So if you can do how to apply foundation, or foundation and concealer videos do a lot better though. If you're doing a beauty channel, foundation and concealer videos tend to do the best out of product videos. People are always interested in a better foundation or a better concealer. But you can kind of teach people how to use it, as opposed to just, here's the newest foundation, here's the newest concealer, here's the newest blush. Yeah, Mel said it's important to have playlists as well. That is true. And then I have a Makeup 101 playlist. So my tutorials are in a Makeup 101 playlist, and people will watch that whole playlist. So again, this all goes into your content creation. I prefer to write over type. So I, will just jot down everything, and then I type it into a spreadsheet. But I do look for, if I'm thinking, okay, I need some teaching videos, how to do foundation, how to wear concealer, how to wear eyeshadow, hooded eyes, and you just make your list of, they call it evergreen if you have not heard that term. So your video library videos are called evergreen videos because they are always relevant. And so you can make your list of relevant videos, and then when you're planning your month or your week or whatever, you can say, all right, I'm going to do an evergreen video every Tuesday. And then on Saturday, no, I would do your evergreen on Saturday. I do an evergreen video on Saturday, and then on Tuesday, I'm going to do my new product videos. And when I followed that type of thought process, my channel started doing a lot better. And then when I get, like I said, when I get lazy and I'm like, I don't feel like researching an evergreen video because that does take a lot more work to put that together. So I don't feel like doing it. So I'm just going to do new product. And then slowly I just watch. You can watch your channel views. You just kind of start going like this. And at this point with my channel, it doesn't bother me because I know I've been around long enough to see the ups and downs. But when you're starting out, it's horrifying. It's so depressing when you think your channel is doing so good and then all of a sudden it stops. And so you just have to know, okay, just got to keep going. Maybe I need a little bit more evergreen video, or what else can I do? What is this other person in my same genre? What are they doing? Do they have any popular videos that I can make a similar content? And you just plug along. And I think Kat, because we talk a lot, and she gets frustrated, and then all of a sudden her videos do good again, and then, they do bad again, and then you're just like, oh my goodness, my channel is just horrible. And trust me, I have thought that, too many times. I mean, it does get heartbreaking when your channel is doing good and then it's not. And for me, when YouTube stops pushing out my channel, it's not a gradual, it might be a gradual climb. And then when it stops, it's just like, boom, the next day, nobody's watching. YouTube stops recommending me to anyone. And it can get very depressing. But you have to know that. You do have to know that, and so you're prepared for it. The other thing you need to prepare yourself for, and this is a biggie, this is real biggie with your self-esteem, you're going to get some nasty comments. You will get some nasty comments. My sister told me, a story, I don't know, 5-7 years ago, she had posted a video and someone wrote a really nasty comment on her video. She wasn't even, this was before, YouTube became a monetization thing. She had just put up a video because, she just wanted to share what she was doing, and then she had a horrible comment, and, it was very hurtful. Now I think we're a little more aware of trolls, but back then it was before social media was a big thing, and, you didn't realize that some people get on just to be horrible. And, I've had people tell me I'm an embarrassment to women over 50 everywhere, and, I shouldn't be posting. And I mean, in the beginning, it's horrific, but eventually you kind of read the first line of a comment and then you just delete and block. I'll block anybody. I used to feel like a lot of people say, don't block, all conversation is good, all interaction, engagement is good. But it's not good for me mentally. So it might be good because YouTube likes it, but it's not good for me mentally. So I just delete. I would rather grow slower and not think about these horrible, hurtful words than, tag the words in the YouTube section. Yeah, that's a good part. It's a good thing. But I definitely don't keep them on my channel. It's my channel. So I don't want it to be nasty, but you do need to be aware of that. And I have another friend that wanted to start a channel, but she's worried about it. And I was like, well, just have your kids, because they were in their 20s. I was like, just have your kids look at your comments in the morning and delete anyone that, they think you won't like. And there are, if you get big enough, I'm not there yet. I guess I could, but I'm not. You can get social media managers that will actually go through and sift through your comments. I still like to read every single comment, and I still like to respond to every single comment when I can. A lot of times that heart is all you're going to get because I do get quite a few comments on certain days, but I do read them all, and I do appreciate them all. Yeah, I know. I really need to think of the keywords. That just takes some time. If you can go into your YouTube and have them into your YouTube studio, and if somebody says certain words, then they will hold it for your review or just delete it. I've just never gotten there. I don't know why. You can just tell from the tone of the first sentence whether or not somebody's going to be nasty. Okay, yeah, the bigger you get, the more haters you get. But actually, my haters were back when had only like 2,600 views. It was, so I was still 2,600 subscribers. So I was still a fairly small channel, and I had one video that went on a little viral roll that people didn't like, and so yeah, it got very nasty. I will say also, and I don't love this, but controversy or negative videos are popular. My most popular videos, well, initially my most popular videos were the what not to do, makeup mistakes, the worst, of this and that. So they do always tend to do a little bit better. So when you're planning your content, I don't think you have to be a negative channel. I don't like to be a negative channel, but if you're making your list of potential topics, if you throw in one of those, or of what not to do or something like that, they tend to get the clicks. So that is definitely something also to think about. But I think we're going to stop there as far as researching, and I'm just telling you what I am doing right now. I am creating my Excel spreadsheet, or it's a Google Docs, my Google Docs spreadsheet, and I will clean it up, and I will put one on my channel. When I get my channel up, I will put one for you to download. It's a Google Doc, so you can copy it if you want to start the same spreadsheet. But I have the one column for the channels that are in my genre, and then I have another column with potential video titles, the popular titles on their channels, and then I have my column of my own ideas, and I use those just for research. That's not even, I'm starting to build my channel, that's just my research. And I think that's where you should start if you haven't started already, or if you already have a channel, I would go through, because I started this at my 2-year point. My 2-year point, I was going to rebrand. I wanted my channel to actually grow. Before it was just for fun. First 2 years were for fun. At the 2-year point, I was like, you know what? I want to treat this as a business. I want to stop doing photography. So I started that research at my 2-year point. So I don't think, even if you have a channel, that it's too late to do that. But just look at what other people are doing, not necessarily to do the same thing, but just to see what's out there and to see what viewers want, what the audience is looking for. So, okay, hopefully by next week I will be back on the other channel, and this phone seems to be working great, so I think I will just continue to live stream on the phone instead of trying to do it on the computer. And then again, I will also clean up that spreadsheet, and I'll probably list it in the description box next week. Yes, drugstore does better than high-end makeup. Way better. And the reason why I'm starting over is I'm starting a different topic. It's not a beauty channel. My new, and here's the whole reason. Okay, I'm going to give you the whole reason why I want to start a new channel. So my beauty channel is doing well, and it is making me an income now, which is fantastic. And on my new channel, I am going to go over, my income and things like that, so you can see, because I don't think some people realize what a good income YouTube can be. It really was surprising to me. But I decided, though, I wanted to have a course. I decided I wanted to have a channel that I could do a course, so that I could have people continue to learn or buy the course and have that more passive income. And so then, you know, what could I do a course on? Could I do it on Photoshop? I don't want to do it on Photoshop. That's not that interesting to me. Do I want to do it on how to start a YouTube channel? And I thought I could do something there. I thought I could have videos there. So that's why I'm starting over. So it is because I wanted to have a channel that I could do an online course. So I just wanted another revenue stream. And also I wanted to see if I could grow it. Now that I've known all this stuff for 3 years, I do have a little help. I mean, immediately I've got 40 subscribers and I don't have anything on that channel because I posted it on Lisa Monique Beauty that I'm starting a new channel. So it definitely is not like somebody starting from scratch, but are these things that I'm saying, do they work? Will it help the other channel grow? We'll see. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, yes, I will put the link to the new channel in the comments again. And I will probably do more informal videos. They won't all be live, but there will be some more vlogging type videos. Eventually though, when we get to it, I will actually be doing, you know, long form videos, like actually research, prepared videos with, you know, steps to do when you're starting a YouTube channel. So, okay, well, thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time on a Sunday afternoon. And again, I'll put the link down below when this one is published, and we will see you next time. It'll be next week. So we'll see you soon. How do I turn it off? Right there. Bye, everyone.